This is my tutorial for my Sidewinder bracelet. I thought it looked like a snake, so that's why I call it the Sidewinder. It actually started out, I was trying to do a snake, and I was trying to make a head on there and a tail. So I really got frustrated with trying to figure out how to do a snake head. So I kind of put this back, because I actually came up with this a few months ago, and I kind of put it back in the back of my mind. So after doing my bow and chain bracelet, I thought about, well, what if I connect them and you can make it one really big bracelet. So I'm going to show you how to make this. Let's get started. So before we get started with the bracelet, I wanted to show you these. I am in love / obsessed with these. I made these so many different ways, and this actually came out the best. I love it. It is super, super cute. So I will make a tutorial on those to show you how to do that. I also have the little jerseys that you can make. Like I said, obsessed. So let's get started with the bracelet. Oh, another thing I want to mention is I couldn't decide how to do my nails, so I did it 2 different styles. Actually, a couple days ago. I should have redone it, but so if you're wondering why it's like that, that's why. Okay, so you're going to have your loom offset, arrows pointed away. You're going to do double bands all the way up to the top on both sides. So all you're going to be using is the 2 sides. You're not going to be using that middle one. So if you have a rainbow loom, you can actually take out that center one if it's easier for you to do that. Okay, so I have mine already started. And you're going to make triple twists. So for anybody who's never done my tutorials, which I'm like the twist queen. So if you haven't done my tutorials, I'm going to show you how to do it real quick. Let me get my other hook. For making the twists, I really like using the little crochet hook because it makes it a lot easier. You can still do it, of course, on the other hooks, but it's way easier. Okay, so mine is red, yellow, and green. So I'm going to put my hook through the band and go through 3 more times. So 1, 2, 3. You'll end up with 4 bands like that on the hook. You need to do it to all 3 colors. So go through 1, 2, 3. And 1 more. Just like that. So then I'm taking clear. I like the way clear looks because like if there's like a gap, you don't see it as much. So that's just my preference. So I just get those on there. It's really easy to slide these on the clear, but they also come off a lot easier, so you have to be more careful. So it's not a win-win, but if you have a hard time getting them on the band, then the clear's pretty good. Okay, so to do a full bracelet, you're going to need 23 of those, which I happen to have ready to go. So you don't have to watch me do all 23 of them. So you are going to skip the first 2 and you're going to go to the second 2. And so you're going to take the band and put it across like that. And the next one you will do, so if you're going to do a pattern and you want it to be the same pattern, make sure you do it like I want red, yellow, green, so you're going to connect this on here. You're going to skip this one and go to the next one. Like that. Then you're going to go back to that one. So remember, watch your pattern. Like that. So you're going to end up going like this, like all the way up. So I'll do a few more. Like I said, always watch your pattern, because once it's looped, it's stuck. Okay, see how it's going? Like a twisty, like a Sidewinder. I was going to call it the snake bracelet, but that just didn't sound good. So once you have like your twist already made, the bracelet goes actually pretty fast. I'm trying not to mess up the pattern while I'm doing this. Anytime I talk and do this, there's always a chance I mess up. A good chance. Okay, so once you get to this end part, because your snake is going to go and wrap around to the other bracelet. So you're going to need to, let's see, I should have got a paper clip, hold on. Sorry about that. Okay, this is one of my brightest ideas ever. Okay, so in order to keep that from coming off, I'm going to put that on the end, like this. Okay, so that's going to like be on hold. Now you're going to do 2 cap bands. Ooh, that almost fell off. So you're going to do a single chain. Remember, there's double bands. You're going to grab both those bands all the way up to the top. Okay, so go in under the cap band. Grab the 2. So when you see this, you can kind of like hold that to the side. Okay, so I'm going to loop this all the way up, and I'm going to come over and do the same thing on this side, and then we'll meet back here. Okay, so I've looped everything up. You can see the bottom one still hanging out here. So I tied this side off. I'm going to show you how I did that, because you do the same on both sides. You're going to stick your hook through and grab the band. Basically, you're just tying it off. Okay. And then you add C-clip. Okay. And then very carefully take this off. So if you wanted to just do, like make just this the bracelet and make like bands around the back and just do it like this, you wouldn't, of course you wouldn't do that. You want that hanging down. So you could actually just leave it like this. So I am doing it double so it can go around. Okay, so we have this pulled off the loom. And you're going to go back and you're going to re-band it up just like you did before. So double bands all the way up the sides, on both sides. And then you're going to flip it around. So you're going to take the 2 cap bands from the bracelet before, and they're going to be the cap bands for this bracelet. So this would be like the peg that you skip. So you want to do this one. And this is going to come across to here. Like that. So now you're going to continue on with your pattern. Now it almost came off. Just like before. So you can skip that one, go to that one. And this one doesn't matter that it's not, the arrows are pointing either way, because the bands that lock it up are the ones on the side. So that's all that matters in what order. So this one. So you're going to finish banding this up just like before, all the way up to the top. Okay, so we have all of our twists on there, all the way to the top, not doing those top ones. You're going to come over here and loop it up the same way you did before. So this is the cap band. You're going to go underneath there and grab the two bands on the side. So you're going to do all this all the way up to the top. You come back here, go into that cap band, and then go all the way up to the top of this one. So like that. So show me, go all the way up, and all the way up, and let me check. Okay, so I've looped up all the way up to the top, and I tied them off just like before. So hopefully, pull this off, everything's okay. I always say pull these off carefully, and it always looks like I'm like ripping them off. I don't know, I feel like I'm being careful, but it just looks so bad. Okay, so here is your finished bracelet. So what I do for me, I'll show you the green instead of black, is I will take, this is probably, for a younger person, that's probably pretty good. I like to take 2 rubber bands just because it makes me feel better. And I will put it in there like that and bring this around. Now it looks like it's coming off. Like that. And then I do that to the other side too. Okay, so here is the finished bracelet. And it fits me pretty good. It's not super tight. So probably for a younger person you probably would need like that. So there it is. There's my tutorial for the Sidewinder bracelet. Like I said, this one I did in Candyland order, which actually turned out really cute. This of course is rainbow. This one right here, I changed it up just a little bit. I'm just going to show you. So we did straight up, across, and then straight down. So for this one I did across and then a little in one. So it kind of gives it that little, it actually like slides around a little bit, but I just, when I was working on this design, I was thinking, kind of looks like candy cane, so I was like, well, I have to try it out. So that turned out really cute too, though. Okay, so there it is, my tutorial for the Sidewinder bracelet. And soon I will have a tutorial for these little dresses. So thanks for watching.